Drone Boy, the one only great day in back day 1045 star drop opening, and again today should be pretty exciting because I should have about 17 nano drops to open. Again, this is not for everyone though. I just so happen to have a luckiest day today, and of course, as you guys know, we're getting 2 free nano drops every Friday during this Ramen Rebellion season, just because, I guess. I'm not particularly sure why they chose 2 every Friday, but that's just what it is. And we have another 3 nano drops for free in the shop because of all the wacky glitches that have been going on. And apparently they claim to have finally fixed the invite friends issue, so we can finally move past that. Again, I think they've just about fixed all the wacky glitches that happened at the start of the season. It took like, I don't know, at least a week. But we should be better now. Again, I am a little bit later to record this morning, unfortunately. Still trying to get this stream out as early as possible, but everything should be working. Obviously, there's the issue yesterday with Streamer Bot just not working at all, but apparently some files randomly corrupted again. It had nothing to do with anything I did. I didn't even touch the program since the last time, but again, when I went to open it the next time, it just wasn't working. But is only like a 5-minute fix, and I know how to fix it quickly if it ever happens again. But again, without further ado, let's actually get into the opening here. Alright, so we're starting with a medium of 100 XP doublers. Is there not sushi inside of this? Alright, we got the extra large on an 8. Alright, we're starting with a nano power. We got roughs. Main attack fires an additional projectile, super deals more damage, or he starts with a charged hypercharge. I mean, that's basically giving a free hypercharge to someone else, but I'd argue the extra projectile is probably still the best. Alright, we also have 25 power points, 50 bling, 50 coins. We have another nano power for Gene, cybernetic. Main attack splits into +4 more projectiles in a wider cone. Again, anything that just gives you more shots on a regular shot is great. Super has infinite range and more damage. What the heck? They gave Gene Mandy's super. That's hilarious. Again, I still think the projectile one is better, but that is really funny. Alright, every 4 seconds stealing damage fires a homing missile with 1,000 damage. Why does Gene have like the goofiest nano abilities I've ever seen? So he gets homing missiles and Mandy's super? Okay. We have 50 bling, another power. We got Terra, cybernetic, main attack fires +1 projectiles, more speed. So again, I'm getting a lot of just fires more projectiles, which again is just good in general. Super shadows plus 8,500 health, and they're giant. Okay, so I think this affects both the gadget and the star power shadows, I'm assuming. Again, that'd be pretty good if you can just get the gadget reload and just keep spamming really healthy shadows. Every 3 seconds hitting enemy spawns a shadow, but it'd be a weaker shadow. Again, the spam ones are probably going to be better, I would think. So either that or just the projectiles with more spread. Again, more spread is usually a bit worse, but just having more projectiles in general is usually a better thing. Then we have 30 credits. Now we're actually getting rather close to, and we have a large here with 4. Getting rather close to the Star Force fame here. We have 50 bling, 50 power points, another nano power. We got Leon's. Attacking grants invisibility for 1 second. Okay, that's crazy. Super spawns a clone with equal health and damage. Is that, am I reading that right? With equal health and damage? I mean, the clones technically always have equal health in air quotes, right? Because it takes twice as much damage. But the clone... So the clones only fire like 1 shot right when they get on top of the enemy brawler, though, so I don't know that's actually going to be that good. Defeating brawlers grants 6 seconds of invisibility. I think just the attacking and getting 1 second of invisibility is a little bit better than defeating a brawler and getting 6 seconds, because again, every single hit's going to give you a second of invisibility if you're just staying near them and you keep hitting anyway. The question is, if you attack again, does it break the 1 second invisibility? Again, it's so short, I don't even know if it's going to matter, but reasonably it should be pretty good at range. You have 10 credits. Okay, we got a medium, 50 bling. Got a medium of 3. Okay, we have another nano power. We got ollies. Cybernetic main attack with plus 300%, so you basically can't dodge the thing. Taunt duration plus 50%, so a better super. Like, does that work on his gadgets is the question, because that'd probably be the best one. Gadget can be used twice? Okay, that's really spicy, because if you hit him once, you could just lure him, like, all the way back to your side. That is... Man, I think gadget being used twice actually might be more useful than the taunt duration, even if it affects the gadget. I'd have to... That's so hard to tell, because if the taunt duration affects the gadgets too, it's not quite plus 100%, but having it be 50% on one gadget, only having to use one ammo, is probably still better, I would think. That's hard to say, though. But again, a main attack with plus 300%, you just don't need that. It's kind of useless. Alright, and we got Tikiyaki here, so it's pretty cool. I think I'm missing, is it only one more skin now? And 10 credits? Okay. Okay, we got another extra large, an 8. Again, people have been asking if I've been having a bad week. I wouldn't say bad, just frustrating. But I'd say I've been, you know, lucky to keep trying to do this, obviously, not giving up despite the difficulties. And again, you know, I'm getting pretty lucky here, so I'm feeling better. We got Nano Powers augmented, main attack pierces enemies. Alright, that could be good. Super can spawn ego 2 times. I'd argue that's a lot better. Ego attacks automatically every 1 second? Well, you still need the... Ah, man, that could be... That might be the best one. It's hard to say without seeing it, though. I mean, every second, though? That sounds kind of crazy. 25 power points. 20 bling. Got another nano power. We got bolts. Oh, gosh. Okay. So, impact damage plus 15%. I mean, okay. I mean, it's just more damage. Super trail area size plus 30%, and it lasts twice as long. I'd argue that's probably going to be much better. Hitting enemies increases roll speed by 100%. Alright, well, it's obviously that impact. General damage is always going to be decent, but I think the other ones are probably just going to be better in general. 24 coins. Another ability. Cybernetic. Main attack is 20% bigger. That's really good. Super is 50% bigger. Again, main attack being bigger is probably going to be more important than the super being bigger, I'd argue. All attacks slow enemies. Okay, that's very significant too. I'd say all attacks slow enemies is probably going to be better than a main attack being bigger, because if you can hit one, and this is usually how it goes with Juju if you're standing on water, if you can just hit one shot with the enemy slowed, it's usually easy enough to hit all the other shots anyway, so they're just stuck in a loop of being slowed down. So slowing is probably the best. Right, 100 XP doublers, 10 credits, and we're still going here, guys. I have 12 to get through because of the luckiest day. Alright, we got a large of 4. Okay, we have 100 XP doublers. Another power here. We got Gray's main attack size is 60%. I mean, his shots are hard to hit, so that's not too bad. Unlimited portals and... Okay, well, come on. Unlimited portals and supercharge rate plus 60%. That's going to be crazy, man. Unlimited portals? Passing through portals creates an area dealing 2,000 damage? Well, I don't know if that's going to be as good as the unlimited one, though. Just having unlimited portals is absolute insanity. Plus, the supercharge rate makes it so you can obviously get a lot more down. Alright, cybernetic for melody. Each attack grants 2 notes up to 5. Well, that's weird. You think it'd be 6, but I guess that's literally your hypercharge at that point if you could get 6. Super can be used up to 5 times and dashes 50% faster. I'd honestly argue having that would be more useful. Notes orbit 75% faster. Man, orbiting notes faster would be kind of crazy on the heist one. It's hard to say if the notes orbiting faster or just having more notes is better. Probably more notes, I would think. I don't know, because more notes is probably still harder to dodge. I don't know. It's a weird choice between the two. Do you want them to spin faster, or do you want more of them? Right? I don't know. 20 bling. All right, we're still going. Okay, medium. You got 250 bling, 50 bling. Nothing crazy there. Okay, we got a large. 100 XP doublers, 20 bling, 100 XP doublers, 10 credits. Okay, we got a large 5, 100 XP doublers, 20 bling. Another power here. We got pearls at max heat, fires more cookies with wider spread. Super size is 60% bigger. Hardly anyone uses pearl super though. How's that gonna be more useful? Again, I guess max heat might be. Heat builds up 100% faster. Okay, it's got to be just getting the heat faster is probably the best one, because you really need a wider spread. Your attack's already pretty wide, and again, that usually makes it so it's harder to deal damage at range with a wider spread. Alright, so I have 100 XP doublers and 20 coins. And we got another extra large here, an 8. Starting with a nano power. We got Griff's main attack range +1. Again, longer range is usually better than wider spread, I would argue. Super fires +4 more projectiles. Again, if that's doing more damage, it doesn't sound like it's increasing the width either, so it would just increase damage. Flat rate would be really good. Deals up to 30% damage at close range. I don't think you really want to be that close range with Griff though, so probably more super projectiles is his best one, I would think. 50 bling, 25 power points, 50 bling. It's definitely, the damage at close range could be okay, but I think the other banknote one is better. Alright, we got Jackie's baseline main attack area size +15%. Again, general attack size is just good. Super grants a 4,000 shield. So again, Jackie basically gets the Ollie shield during super. Or super charge speed from damage is +200%. So you get a lot of supers with Jackie. I want to say those are all really good actually, especially for a baseline. Supercharged speed from damage is 200%, so it's like 3 times as fast. The thing about her super though is it also stuns enemies while it's happening, so I'd argue that's probably the best one. Main attack area size +15% I think would be quite useful, but again, just being able to stun with more supers constantly is probably going to be the best one, I would think. Especially because she has the tank trait that gets her super even faster. If it affects the tank trait as well, she's going to be insane. Just supering constantly anytime she gets near an enemy is going to be incredible. We had 100 XP doublers, 25 power points, 10 credits. We're still going here. We got a 1, which is somehow considered medium. You think it'd be small, 25 power points. And again, am I tripping? Why am I getting 2,000 bling? Is that wait guys, that doesn't make any sense, because the Supercell store daily freebie was 2 more nano noodle boxes, and I think this is them right now. Why did I get 2,000 bling, guys? What is going on? Okay, got a medium of 1, 10 credits. Okay, we got a large 5, 50 bling, another power here. We got Maisie's. Every 3 seconds, main attack fires a triple burst. I mean, that sounds pretty good. Super area size +20% and charge rate +30%. Again, getting these super charge rates higher is usually the best. Attacking dashes. Okay, that's probably the best one. And I think people were talking about this before, or someone brought it up. Maisie's ability here for dashing forward basically turns Maisie into Mina. And you notice a lot of these nano powers here on certain brawlers basically give them another brawler's ability, which again is pretty cool. So I'll see if I end up trying it out. 25 power points. Okay, we got Stu's. Okay, I heard this one was pretty good. Every hit reloads 0.5 ammo. So you basically get infinite ammo with Stu as long as you can hit. So this one's going to be super crazy. Super can be used twice. Hyper Hypercharge is 200% faster. So either you want your super twice or hitting reloads 0.5 ammo. But again, I really don't think you need the hypercharge faster because Stu arguably has one of the most useless hypercharges, unless again it's like Brawl Ball and you respawn and you want to fly back up the map. It's basically useless most of the time because its best use case is with the healing ability, and the healing ability just isn't as good as getting the longer dash. So alright, we got 50 power points, have daily streak day 456 with ward of 100 bling, and we get the fortune those in glass houses shouldn't activate supers. Again, we do have DV here too. They're in a bit of a time crunch as well this morning, but they still wanted to do the 6 daily wins, and we got through it somehow anyway. Again, we're still not even done opening nano boxes here, guys. We still got like 3 more to go. It's crazy. Alright. Let me reset this quick. And I think I have to do... I was going to say, I think I have to do the combat cooking today. I'm not necessarily going to do it on stream unless people want to. Still need to gain 30 trophies is whatever. Alright, but yeah, we don't have any crazy quests going on. If you're like me, though, and you wait till last second, you still got to do your 9 matches of combat cooking, though, so I'm sure that's going to be fun, again, in air quotes. But I do have a lot more nano noodle abilities here, so... Again, I'm thinking if I just play Stu, I get infinite ammo and infinite dash. It's going to make combat cooking really, really easy, even better than playing Bolt, even with having his abilities, I would think here. Stu's probably got to be the best one, guys, right? Infinite ammo? What were they thinking? Infinite ammo. Again, obviously you have to hit, but if you're close enough and you just keep dashing, you just never stop shooting. He's got to be the best one. There's no way he's not, guys. Okay, anyway. Okay, there's nothing going on in the news tab. I guess we just hop straight over to the shop. But before I do, just so I don't forget, again, guys, you gotta put in your predictions for esports. I forget which one's coming first, and I think it's probably the Eastern, or is it EMEA? Right? It's if I just press the button, it'll probably tell me anyway. But again, you guys have to let me know how it goes. I'll probably post my predictions after today's stream, but I am still trying to get out as quickly as possible. Alright, I'll come back to this since, again, I still have more drops to open. But again, we're getting 3 free nano drops, guys, because of all the glitches going on. And as I stated, they should have hopefully fixed all that by now. But let's keep going because there's no reason to hold on to these. Alright. Okay, we got a large of 5. Starting with 20 bling, 50 bling, 26 coins, 10 credits, 150 credits. Okay, I like credits. Got a medium of 1, 20 bling. We got a medium of 3. Got 27 coins, 25 power points, 10 credits. Not too shabby. Alright, so we still got that rather good looking gem offer again. Still slightly higher than a 50% discount too, and as you guys know, I always say whenever it's like a 50% discount, you really ought to consider it. So again, I'm thinking it'd be crazy not to get that one there. Again, 52% off for 190 gems, especially now that they're selling tickets now. I think might be really good for me. And we have a 43% off on nano noodle drops. I mean, that's probably the best one I'm seeing so far, but alright, see, here's where I must be tripping though, guys. Let's take a look here. 7 for 43% off is 99, but for 2 more is 129. Apparently they're both the same discount. But here's the question, do we really need more nano drops this season? So unless you're really hankering to get one specific set of nano abilities, I'm gonna say probably not, but I'd argue I already just got one of the best ones in the entire like game right now, honestly, with that Stu one. Alright, we got Hypercharge, Bolt. Still decent resource offers. Again, we're getting a lot of offers in the shop right now. We got Bolt's Hypercharge set. We got Clockwork, Kaze, 20% off. Again, I could probably just get it for free anyway. Okay, we got an offer to get all of these skins here. But again, they're always going to be full price, so what is my incentive to buy these, guys? Because they said they're never supposed to be on discount. Like, the team actually said that, because I'm guessing it has something to do with the collaboration, that these skins are never supposed to be on discount. And we know this because they accidentally released Sandy Koya at one point, before they added the oddity shop at a slight discount. It was like 20% off or something. And they had to like remove it immediately. They're like actually freaking out. I don't know what kind of deal they have, but obviously that's not supposed to happen. But again, you guys can let me know if I should be getting any of these skins here. I do have the gems for it, but I actually really like having the Tikshuki spray without having Tikshuki because it's quite unique. So I don't know if I'll ever buy Tikshuki, especially considering how many other cool Tik skins I have. But again, I definitely could get some of these other ones. Like I think I've always wanted Sandy Koya. I already have some cool bull skins. I have a decent Jackie skin, rough skin. I mean, I got the Toy Story BB skin. I have like cool skins for everyone. I have some decent ones on Sandy too. So again, I'm probably gonna hold on to my gems for now because again, there's just no incentive to buy these right away unless you just really like one of them. And then again, we have this crazy BM snoring emote, but I already have the Supercell store or Supercell ID store yawning princess one, and I just showed you guys on stream yesterday, even though we didn't really get to stream, that I got the goblin fire emoji too, which I think is also incredibly triggering. Probably one of my favorites though. We got a daily freebie of 60 XP doublers and 10 power points again. This video is definitely going on a bit longer, but that's just because we have so many nano drops to open. But again, I'm really happy with the results. Right now, we're only missing Tech Terra, it looks like. So again, if I'm lucky enough, I'll get that during the season 2, which could potentially lead me up to get... Okay. We have another day of just no offers in the shop. Quite unfortunate, but makes it a bit quicker, I guess. Alright, someone was telling me I gotta use code SANS in the shop today. Someone was pointing it out yesterday. I usually use OJ, but I guess they just wanted me to try it out this time around. Does it really make a difference? Maybe not. I don't know. It might to SANS, but... Again, as long as you guys are using something to help someone, that's probably the best thing you can do. Alright, as of today, I have 860 XP doublers and 253,307 power points. And again, I don't think we have anything else crazy going on. If we go back to the actual Nano Noodles shop now, my nanometer's up to 40. Oh, that's what the 2000 bling was for. Okay. Yeah, I almost forgot about that. As again, you guys have been telling me that you guys are a bit ahead of me, and I think I remembered the reason why is probably because you guys aren't a weirdo like me and are hoarding all of their mega quests until the last day. So you guys are probably ahead of me. I'd say by like 9 nano boxes here just from completing your mega quest like a normal person. But I also just got, again, I got 10, what was it, 12, and you guys are getting 2. So actually getting that luckiest day, if you guys don't also get a luckiest day, should about set me equivalent to what you guys are getting, at least until the next, oh man, we are getting a lot of nano drops towards the end here. But I'm hoping the difference won't be too bad for me moving forward, especially since they're bringing back contests, which are obviously going to have the incentive of having really good nano powers once those come out. I don't know when they're coming out though. It might say I mean, it said when Nori was coming out. I don't know if it's going to tell us when the contests are coming. We'll just have to keep an eye out. But yeah, I'll get Master Miko and probably Fighter Bear free. So I really just got to get Tech Terra and again hopefully Nori, so I can get the Nori skin, so I can get a free spray here, which again should be exclusive, I would think, or at least exclusive for this season. But again, I wouldn't freak out if you can't get the exclusive spray, guys. It's not that big a deal. Alright, but again, I think that should settle about everything crazy going on in the game for today. If you're to the mode selection, got combat cooking undercooked with the nano powers. Again, I'm sure I'll end up doing that today. We'll see if I end up using the tickets on stream today. I already told someone I would try and hold on to that, and we'll try and get at least one other person to do it with. And again, hopefully we can perform well, because I'd really like to get Nori early access this time, specifically because of the quest. But the other thing I'll point out, just because I was talking to someone who was lucky enough to get Nori after they started playing the game, and they haven't for a while, is if we go to the actual side quests here, I want you guys to recognize that these set of quests, and it's something I forgot, still highly values OG players, specifically for these brawler quests, because if you don't have like this ultra legendary Kaze here, despite being lucky enough to get Nori early access, you still can't get the skin unless you just so happen to... What the heck? Okay, I guess we'll just pretend it doesn't exist now. Okay. If I touch it, do they disappear? Oh my god, wait, what? That's so weird. If I touch the quest... Oh, okay, it was like glitching or something. If I touch the quest, they disappear. Alright, there must be another weird bug or something. Alright, and there's a super quest. Win 2 battles with Nori. What the heck is a super quest? It's worth 3 points. Okay, so let's actually make sure we're right here. So we need at least 17. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Well, I don't know. I'll have to bring it up to them because it looks like you can get at least 20 points here. So you can choose not to do 3 of these quests. And let me see here. Are there 3 quests that I really, really don't want to do with Nori? Gain trophies, gain trophies, gain trophies. Okay, this might not be as bad as I thought, guys. So I can win 15 battles with Nori in Map Maker while dealing damage and defeating enemies, gaining health and defeating... Okay, so that's, and you know, winning 2 battles at power level... Wait, what? Do I have to win 2 battles with him at power level 7, 9, and 11? So you have to, like, level him up right away, too. These are some wacky quests, guys, but I'm assuming if I just get power level 11, I complete all these instantly by just getting 2 wins. And then the rest I could just complete in Map Maker anyway with these brawlers. It's really easy. So, yeah, actually, this isn't as bad as I thought because 3 of them are optional, and you can actually just choose not to gain the trophies at all, which I'd argue is the biggest time sink. Is just doing the trophy ones, even if they're, well, I'd say they're really easy, but the rest of these are actually arguably much easier. So yeah, guys, if you have to, if you guys optionally choose to complete these side quests and you want the Nori skin as fast as possible, don't do the trophy ones. Just do it in Map Maker. Do all of the rest of these in Map Maker because you can get 20 points and you only need 17. Again, the question is, if you complete more of the quests than you need to, do you get any bonuses? Probably not. So again, I wouldn't waste your time with the trophy ones, unless you, again, you're just someone who wants to get 1,000 trophies on Nori right away, or get his P3 title or something. I have no idea what that is, by the way. I don't know what most of the brawlers' P3 titles are, because I don't, you know, it's fine. I might have watched a video on all of the P3s. I don't even remember what half of them are. I've been too busy. Alright, but we got 35 out of 104 of the Nano Power, so I'm in a really good setup right now, I think, to actually have a good chance for the contest now, which makes me really happy. But anyway, let's get back to the mode selection. Where was I? So we have a Trophy Rush coming up this weekend. Again, maybe I can finally finish off P3 Edgar. If I do get really close, again, something I want to keep consistently doing is getting the animation on video, at least so I can make a short of it or something. So even if I get to like 1 battle away from P3 Edgar, I probably won't complete it until either I can get on video on Sunday or on stream quickly on Monday or something. We'll have to see, but I think this will be a really, really good opportunity for me to finally finish off Edgar. But I also really want to push in ranked, guys. It's killing me. I have to make split decisions here. And here it is. Okay, so I think it was a glitch, guys. We actually have mirror match for Nori now. Sneaky Fields. So that must have been another bug, man. There've been so many bugs. I was gonna say, yeah, why would we get an extra gem grab match instead of mirror match, though? Alright, so, and actually, again, if you guys haven't noticed, Nori's a complicated brawler to play, too. So practicing him in mirror match might not even be the worst idea. But, again, obviously, you could just do that in the training cave anyway. Alright, so we have Knockout Bells Rock with the Nano Powers, Heist Bridge Too Far with the Nano Powers, Basketball, Triple Double, Brawl Hockey, Slippery Showdown, Brawl Ball 5v5, Siberian Standoff, Brawl Arena, Crimson Divide, and Brawl Ball Free Play Backyard Bowl, as well as Map Maker, Brawl Ball, Arda, I don't know how to pronounce the U with that symbol above it. I want to say Gular, but I'm probably wrong, by Ali Ibrahim. Again, pretty decent map. Again, it's weirdly not symmetrical, but that's what we played to get the 6 daily wins as quickly as possible, me and Dehiva here. But again, it's going to be a longer video, unfortunately, but that's just because I opened so many. It might be like a 30-minute video, but I just had so many nano drops to open. Obviously, I wanted to talk about the side quests, you guys are more informed, because again, I didn't think you could just skip out on 3 of them, and I'll have to say that to the person who unlocked Nori and say, well, if you have at least 2 of these brawlers and you get 1,000 trophies, you can still actually get the skin. So I'll have to point that out to them if they didn't actually count the points themselves, because I just realized it as well, and hopefully you guys will now be more informed too. So yeah, other than that, again, thank you guys as always so much for supporting the channel. Again, we keep having difficulties, but I'm not giving up, so we'll keep trying to make it work. But again, let me know what you think about the side quests. If you got anything good from all these free nano drops, again, obviously I got more from the luckiest day, so I'm quite lucky in that way. But let me know if you got anything good from the extra 5. Everyone else should be getting at least 5 nano drops today if they don't get a lucky day or luckiest day. But other than that, again, as always, let's see how far I can take this, guys. And again, don't forget to put your predictions through for esports. There's some pretty good looking free rewards, and I'll try to remember to put out my predictions after the stream today. But yeah, other than that, let's see how far I can take this, guys.